Hi guys, I'm Cpt Ezz from porkchopsandwiches.net, here to bring you another Redstone tutorial. Today we have 8.5 of the series, where we look at the combination lock and the RS NOR latch in a practical use. So without further ado, let's get started. So as you can see here, I'm back in the bigger arena. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you how to use the RS NOR latch to make a combination lock. So basically, what it does is it uses a bunch of RS NOR latches attached together to kind of use a very interesting effect. So I'm just kind of building 3 RS NOR latches, well actually I'm going to use 4 RS NOR latches here. I'm going to link them all together. So as you can see, I'm using the small ones, the ones with the repeaters in it. So let me just build one for you, and I'll explain how it all gets linked up. So there we go, that's a single RS NOR latch. Now the input block, I'm just going to use this one. You can extend them out, further out, like with wire, and then to get different ways of combination, you can just kind of cross the wires over and things like that. But I'm just going to have a simple 1, 2, 3, 4 combination right now. So as you can see here, this is a single RS NOR latch. Now if we just put another one next to it, with a block in between, there we go. As you can see, there's a gap. Now why I've left the gap is that currently these can be fired separately or together. Doesn't matter. But they don't affect each other in any way. What we need to do is make it a way that these can be affected, they kind of affect each other. So what I'll do is I'll do that. I'm just resetting them. Alright, here we go. So basically, if I add a single repeater just here, like so, if I did it with a wire, we could get some feedback, and we don't want that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a repeater, as you can see. So now these are linked. So basically, what this repeater does is it allows this RS NOR latch will not fire until this one's locked over. So if you see, if I click this torch will not power on. Now this is because this torch here is holding this inverter off as well. So if I do this first, and then this, then it'll tick over. But if I do it in any other order, it won't work. So as you can see, that's how the basic premise of a combination lock works. So you see, I'm just resetting them again. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just make the other one here. And here. Whoops, no, that's not right. Now I'm just going to get rid of these two because I realize I don't need it. And alright, so I'll just link them all up together as well. So just add that there, and yep, they're all locked up. So now we've got a combination lock of 1, 2, 3. That's the combination. Now if we want to change that, I'll just show you quickly. You just run a line like this. So this is number 1 now. Well, you can use a switch. And then I'll just run a second one, for instance, just like this, with a bit of stepping over the other wire, and then kind of run it to this next one. So it's very simple. You just kind of put the buttons in whatever order you want, which are just not on those blocks. So it's a bit, it makes the wiring a bit complicated, but you can do it. That's the only way you can do it. Anyway, so as you can see, this is a basic combination lock. So what I'll do is I'll wire up the output through an inverter to turn it off into a door. There we go, there's a metal door, you can't open it otherwise. So, as you can see, 1, 2, 3. It opens. Wow. It's very basic, it's a very basic system. This is the only very basic design of a combination lock. I'll kind of make it more advanced as we go along. So as you can see, very basic. Now, as you can see, it's locked on. There's no way of resetting this. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a reset switch. We'll just add a button here. Now the way to reset it is really simple. All you have to do is run a wire into the first RS NOR latch, and that will reset the whole circuit. So if I press here, it closes. Because that's what it's doing, is it's flicking this on, so off, allowing it to reset. So I'll just turn it back on. As you can see, so I'll cause it to invert, which will turn this torch on, turning this on, making them all reset down the line. So if I just do it like that, they're all fired, the door's open. If I press this reset line, we'll kind of follow it along. Oop. As you can see, they're all ticking over. And I'll just see if I can do that one more time. Wasn't very obvious. Oop. There we go. I'll just put the the reset button on the other side. So as you can see, those torches are off, but I'll switch them all on by doing the reset. There we go, and it's locked off again. So it's a very, very easy system to reset. Just requires one bit of redstone. But as you can see, it takes a while for that door to close. So what I like to do is kind of add a little bit of extra redstone and run it back along here. And now this will reset them all, if we just now connect them all up, at the same time, instead of just resetting one and expecting it all to follow through. This will reset every single RS null latch all at the same time. Now, there is another issue. Here, if we just press this button, it will open because this torch turns off, inverting. As you can see, opens the door. Now, that's a bit of a cheat. Someone can just come up, find that button, walk through before it closes again. So what we're going to do is we're going to add in an AND gate that will allow you to have like two buttons that control the enter. So what we'll do is we'll kind of add the second RS null latch I had before. So the final RS null latch. So we just connect it up in here. Just gotta remember how to do this. There and there. Yep. Click. Click. So what this will do is allow that you have to press two buttons at the same time to cheat the system. But if you have them far enough apart, that won't be able to happen. So as you can see, I'll put another reset button in. There we go. And then run it off. So here we go. A bit of redstone into an inverter. And then like that. So then we got to run it into a AND gate. So we can just build it up here. Bit across. I'm going to put it right here. So an AND gate, as we showed you a while ago in one of the earlier tutorials. Oops. And there we go. No, that's alright. There we go. So that's your AND gate. Now, the other input here will just come from this RS null latch over here. So what we'll do is we'll just run this cable under it. Like that. With this one going all the way over it. As you can see here. We'll put a inverter in. Oops. And then piece of wire. So there we go. Now if we run this to our door, so just imagine here, this is all covered up. And we put the door here now. So even if we click the number 3 switch, it's not going to work. So what you have to really do to cheat it, you have to kind of hit that one. So I'm really slow at this one. Let me see if I can try to cheat the system. Nah, I can't cheat the system. So as you can see, we'll reset it, make sure it's all back to normal. You have to really put it in the combination, and then press the enter button. Oh, okay. I'll just add a repeat onto that. There we go. So if we go all the way back here, we can just reset the line again. And the door should close. There we go. 1, 2, 3. That shouldn't be happening. What's going on here? This isn't resetting. This last switch. Okay, we were running it too far. That's all we were doing. So we'll just add a repeater in there. Add some tick to both these, so it's at the same delay, because this has 2 ticks of delay. So does this one. So this has 2 ticks as well now. We should be able to reset it properly now. There we go. So 1, 2, 3. And then we have to press the enter button, and now it unlocks. So you can also add to this reset line here. You can run it underneath, going to the other side of the door to reset the lock once you're done, once you're through. But for now, we'll just leave it all the way over here. So this is a very basic sort of combination lock here. Now you could just leave it like this, but you still got the issue of, well, what if someone gets it wrong? You want to kind of punish them for making the mistake. So what we're going to do is we're going to add in a little system that kind of punishes them if they get the combination wrong and presses the enter button. So we'll just get rid of this line for now. And then what we'll do, it's a very interesting system which uses a bit of pistons, like a few pistons, which allows for some timing issues, which allows it to work. So what we'll do is use a, push it up there, getting close to this wall. Okay, if we can do it in time. And then we'll just do that and wire it in. So what this does is when it unlocks, when this AND gate unlocks, it will pull back this piston, allowing power not to flow through this wire. Now I'll explain why this works in 1 second. Let me just build the other little bit. So all the way over here on the reset line, I'm going to pull it out here actually, sorry. And I've just got the diagram I built for myself over on the other screen because I'm not going to remember all this. You probably guys won't, so I'll see if I can put this on ImageGore or something like that, so you guys can take a look at the kind of construction I did. Now, which way did I do this? There we go. Not that way, and like that. Now, sorry guys, I know this is a long video. I normally do like 5 minutes. This is running on to 11 minutes, so I'll try to hurry up the rest of it, but it's worthwhile, I promise. So there we go, and then we're just going to run the line out here. Now, I'm trying to think how I did this. So this is this sort of adds on a bit of a weird system, and I'll explain how it all works. Basically, what will happen is, if you just press on, reset the lines. So when you do this button mashing here, when you press this enter button, what will happen is that will pull out just before it powers. So as you can see, door, reset. So 1, 2, 3. Now, when I press this button, it will not have time to power this through and open this door. So if I click this button, that door won't open. So what you do, this line over here goes to your punishment system. So say, let's just have a simple punishment system. Say this is it. Well, you could attach this to lava in the roof or something like that. It really depends on how sinister you want to be. So just extend the line. So basically, if you decide, if someone gets the combination wrong, for instance, if say they go 2, 3, and think that's the combination, and press enter, what will happen is, because this AND gate hasn't fired, retracting this piston, this enter line will power right through, allowing, and not opening this off, allowing this punishment system to power. So as you can see, the torch is off, but the combination hasn't been entered correctly, so this torch is still on, leaving this piston extended. Hope I'm making sense. So if you press this enter button without getting the right combination, it will power this automatically, punishing your player. However, if you get it right, so we just enter the correct combination now, 1, 2, 3, it will turn this torch off, retracting this piston, turning off the punishment system. However, if you do it in the correct order and press the button, there won't be enough time for this line to power before this piston retracts, not activating the punishment system. So where's the door? Well, the door is not connected. I just realized it wasn't. All you do, there you go. So now this door, this is to your door line. So what we'll do is we'll invert it again and run it off to a theoretical door here. So say this is your door over here. This is probably not going to be long enough. There we go. So basically, reset the line. If I get the combination right and enter it, the punishment system will not fire and the door will open. However, if you get it wrong, so 2, 1, 3, and press the enter system, your punishment system will fire and your door will stay closed. So I'll put an image up on ImageGore for you guys so you can see this kind of in a visual way instead of me just flying around it. So hope you guys enjoyed and learned something. So I'm Cpt Ezz from porkchopsandwiches.net, and until next time, have a nice night.